Hello everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Angelic Astrologer and Spiritual Consultant from angelmessenger.net, here to do your monthly angel card reading for January 2014. So Happy New Year everyone. We are into a brand new year. So we're going to use several decks for this important turning point into the new year. We're going to use Doreen Virtue's Angel Tarot cards. We're going to use the Messages from Your Angels and Archangel Oracle cards, also by Doreen Virtue. And then we have a special bonus card back here by the Angels of Atlantis deck by Stuart Pearce. Now, there's a lot of cards to look at and a lot to talk about for this month of January, so I took the liberty of already meditating and asking our angels, the archangels, our guides and teachers of the light, to please come in and provide us with whatever messages, wisdom, and knowledge is in everyone's highest and best interest to hear for this month of January. I went ahead and pulled the cards ahead of time, again, also in the interest of time, but I can assure you that they're all randomly chosen cards, and we'll see what they have to tell us here very shortly. Now, this is a really important month. Not just because it's the first month of the year, but because we start out this month of January 2014 with a new moon in Capricorn on January 1st. And not only is it a new moon on January 1st, but it's also in a configuration with some other planets. Pluto, which is about transformation and big change. Uranus, which is about freedom and breaking free from restrictions and kind of doing something different and unconventional, and Mars also. And Mars is about our energy and forward movement, and it happens to be in the sign of Libra right now, which deals with balance, but it also deals with partnership and relationships. So this particular new moon that we have is conjuncting Pluto and making this configuration with Uranus and Mars, which is called a T-square, which can be a challenging energy, but it's definitely an energy that's going to push us towards change and redirection. Now, another interesting thing about January is that usually in every month we have one new moon and one full moon, but in this month of January we have two new moons with a full moon in between. And the reason for that is because we have this early new moon on January 1st. So on January 30th, right at the end of the month, we have another new moon. So that gives us a little bit of extra different energy, I guess you could say, for this month. That it's really a time for new beginnings and initiating those new beginnings, putting out our intentions as we normally do every new year. But it's just so ironic that this first new moon is right on January 1st. Also, towards the end of the month, after that last new moon on January 30th, we have a change into the new Chinese year. I'm not going to talk too much about it right now, but we're changing into the year of the horse. And that'll be on January 31st, which is good for the whole, next year. Now, if you know anything about a horse, it's very freedom-oriented and likes to just kind of break free and run loose. So I might be doing a video here shortly, a YouTube segment called Soul Reflections, where I talk about the energy of 2014 and what it means from a universal standpoint or a numerological standpoint. So be on the lookout for that Soul Reflections video, and I'll probably talk a little bit about the Chinese Year of the Horse as well in that. Okay, so let's get into our reading. We have 3 crystals to choose from for this month. We have a rose quartz sphere, beautiful light pink rose quartz sphere. The second crystal you can choose from is an ametrine sphere, which is a combination of amethyst and citrine. So that's ametrine. And then our third stone of choice is this beautiful smoky quartz sphere. Very beautiful smoky quartz. So again, we have rose quartz, ametrine, or smoky quartz to choose from for your extra special message cards from Messages from Your Angels, as well as the Archangel Michael deck. So let's get into looking at the first card that is for everyone for January 2014. We have the 8 of Air. And the Eight of Air at the bottom here says an illusion of being trapped, a lack of self-confidence, and being afraid to take action. Now, I really feel that this card is kind of summing up, these energies that we just went through in December. It was really intense, and grew kind of more chaotic and intense as the month progressed. And we always kind of reflect back on the year past and think, what didn't I do? What didn't I accomplish? Where am I at now, and where do I want to be? And this is really saying that we're in this place of kind of negative thinking. And we're in a place of lack of confidence right now, of moving forward. And I really feel that, again, the air suit is all about our mental thinking. And this isn't about an illusion of being trapped, an illusion of not being able to manifest what it is we desire in life. But remember, the key word here is an illusion. It is truly an illusion of our own making. This is our personality and our ego that's creating these negative mindsets or negative belief systems. And in this picture here, we see a group of 8 unicorns, and there's one that's breaking free of the group, one that's breaking free and moving forward and moving away from the group. And this is really an opportunity to move away from that negative thinking, to release yourself of these illusions of being trapped or stuck or held back in any way, shape, or form. I get the feeling that with this number 8, 8 is about power. And in this case, we're being disempowered by holding on to those negative thoughts. So again, remember, don't be afraid to take action and make some changes. That's what this card is telling us for this month of January. It's time to let go of that negative thinking and break free of it. Let's see and get more information from the second card for the month. Well, this is very appropriate because this is Major Arcana number 15, which is entitled Ego, with Archangel Jophiel. And the message at the bottom is a false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things and having negative or fear-based thoughts. So this is exactly what we just talked about, actually. This is about the ego, and the ego is always fearful. The ego has anxiety. The ego is afraid of making changes. The ego, tries to give us this negative self-talk in our head or in our ear saying, you could have done this or you should have done that. And again, this is an illusion. Just like it says here, it's a false sense of entrapment. So you're not really trapped at all. It's just your ego that's causing you to feel trapped. And if we rise above the ego to our higher soul self, to our God self, we will find out that we really aren't trapped at all, that we can create whatever it is we want to create. We can make the changes that we want to make. We just have to have the confidence to move forward. Just like this guy here in the card, he has a mask over his eyes. We just have to remove that mask of illusion and see reality for what it is. And that reality is that you can make whatever changes that you need to, and you can let go of any negative or fear-based thoughts by just connecting with your higher soul self and disconnecting in this aspect from the ego. Let's see what our third card is for the month of January 2014. Okay, we have another 8 card here, but this is the 8 of water. Water is the cup suit, which is about our emotions and our feelings. And the message at the bottom of this card says, a desire to move on, the search for something more meaningful, and spiritual and emotional growth. So the 8 of water is usually about having feelings and emotions that are kind of sad, or maybe depressive a little bit, and that we're leaving something behind, and that we're wanting to or needing to move on from something. And again, with the other 2 cards that we've gotten, I really feel like it's just about a time of letting go of old ideas, thoughts, and belief systems that we've held about ourselves, about our life, about what we can and cannot accomplish, or about what we do or do not deserve. And I feel like, again, here we're in a search of moving on to something better. We're wanting to seek out joy and happiness and fulfillment. And we can definitely have all of those things. Again, we just need to release this energy of this false sense of illusion or the false sense of entrapment that we're holding. Again, we have another 8 card. The first card was the 8 of air. This is the 8 of water. And the number 8 is always about empowerment. That's the positive upside of the number 8. You know, the negative side, of course, is about being disempowered. And with the 2 cards, the 8 of air and the 8 of water, and, you know, the messages seem to be a little bit lacking in joy and upliftment. This is us feeling disempowered in life. And what we really need to do is take back our power. We need to own our power, take back our power, and integrate our spiritual power within ourselves so that we can move forward with confidence. And that's really, I believe, what this message for January is all about. Letting go of old, outmoded energies that no longer serve our highest and best interest. Leaving the ego, negative thoughts behind, and owning our power to be confident and move forward into this new year with whatever it is that we desire, you know, to manifest. Let's see what the extra message card back here from the Angels of Atlantis deck is. Oh, I love this card. This is wonderful because this is Archangel Michael, and the message at the bottom says enchantment. And we have a wonderful, beautiful unicorn here that's kind of glowing with purple and white light around it. And there's a lot of amethyst purple colors in the card with the sphere up at the top, the stars here. Again, the unicorn at the bottom has stars around it. And I love that word enchantment because, again, this is telling us that there's magic in the air if we just open up to it. Enchantment, to me, unicorns are very magical beings, magical creatures, and they're about hope and purity. And I really feel that in letting go of all of the mind illusions or ego illusions that we're holding, we'll be able to see the magic. We'll be able to see the magic that is before us, that is within us, and that we can create in our lives. And ask Archangel Michael to come in and help you this month with creating that magical energy or connecting with that magical energy. And again, the purple in the card to me reflects connecting with God's source energy, connecting to your higher soul self in order to bring about that enchantment into your life. Wonderful card. So let's see what the extra special message card is for whoever chose the rose quartz sphere. The messages from your angel card is wonderful. Omega. Omega says victory. Your desire is coming to fruition. Keep up the good work. So again, if we're able to let go of any fear-based thoughts, the angels are saying, and isn't that funny that we have another unicorn here, but it's a unicorn with wings, so it's actually a Pegasus. But Omega, the unicorn here, the unicorn angel, I guess, is telling you that, again, in releasing the negative, that you're going to have what you desire, that your goals are going to come to fruition. You're going to be able to manifest them, to just keep on moving forward with confidence. Look at this unicorn standing up. It's very confident and feels victorious in where it's moving. So have that kind of energy within your heart, within your mind, within your higher soul self, and you're going to attain the victory that you desire. Now, if you chose the ametrine sphere, the ametrine's message is Rochelle. As you honor and follow the guidance of your heart, prosperity is coming to you now. So this is definitely a wonderful card to get as well. This is saying that you have to go with your passion, go with your heart, go with how you feel, move towards those things that give you joy and peace and good feelings. And prosperity here can be financial prosperity, it can be career prosperity, relationship prosperity, but you just have to honor, again, you know, and not compromise on what you desire, on the good feelings that you desire to have. Don't compromise on things that are less than what you desire and what you deserve. And then if you chose the smoky quartz, the angel message is Azure. This is a good card too. This says your desired outcome will occur in the very near future. Have patience and faith and don't try to force it to happen. So again, go with the flow this month. Allow the angels to bring you what you desire in the divine timing, that is coming to you. Put out your intention for this new moon on January 1st, and your desired outcome will be occurring in the very near future. Now, I am out of time. I'm going to do the rest of the messages in a second video. So look for that second part 2 video. Angel blessings.